Hey everybody, it is Habs Absolutely Hockey here. Welcome back to another video of the channel. Today's video, we're going to be making a 2023 playoff predictions of the playoffs. So, I'm going to go one by one of each game, explaining why I think this team is going to take the series. And I'll be doing like how many games of each anyway. Like, who beats who of every series. So, let's get started with this prediction. So I'm gonna start with the West side. Colorado versus Seattle. I think Colorado's gonna take this series. I think the series is gonna be a good series to watch, fun series to watch, lots of action, lots of fun. But I think Colorado's gonna take the series. It's gonna be like a 6 or a 7 game series, I think, because Colorado has good players like Nathan McKinnon, Kale McCarr. Gabriel Landeskog's not gonna play in it, but he is a good guy. He would have been a good part of the playoffs. They also have Mikko Rantanen. They also have good depth, like JT Comfort. They have guys like Cogliano. They adding some good players like Lehkonen. Lehkonen's going to be a good playoff addition. Last year, he played fantastic into the playoffs with the Avalanche. They got the goal. It was the goal of the cup, pretty much. So, I think Alex going to take it in a close series. But, like, I think this could go either or, but like I think Colorado's gonna take the series in 6 because I have my gut feeling that Colorado could do well this playoff year. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna take. That's why I'm gonna take Colorado for the series because Seattle has good players, but like this is their first year and they have barely any experience. So they're gonna be enjoying the experience, but like. I don't see it because even though if Jared McCann and Martin Jones like other goalies could stick up and play fantastic, they could change the series around. But like I think that Colorado's gonna take the series and it's gonna be a close series. That's what I'm just gonna give it to the Habs. So Dallas versus Minnesota next series. Dallas versus Minnesota. The fades are close alike. It looks like most of the advantage kind of goes to Dallas a bit. Other than the goals against, that's good favor them. And the points, I think this could be an intense close series, but I think Dallas is going to take that series, take the cake, because they have potential to actually really do something here. Because, like I said, Dallas is a good team this year. Dallas is playing different than ever right now. And Dallas has Jason Robertson, Joe Pavelski, Roop Hintz, Jamie Benn, Seguin. They have an insane top 6. But not at all. Not at all played fantastic for that Dallas Stars the rest of the year. Even though he's playing with us at the start of the season, when he got traded, he's played dominant with the Dallas Stars. And he's been really good. And if Ottawa could take a series, like, if he can steal games off Wild, I could see this series going to 6 probably. Just because, even though Wild has Kaprizov and all those guys, I just don't see the Wild winning the series. Dallas has so much good forwards, so much good depth to make their team actually really good. Like, I'm a fan of Jason Robertson. I love Jason Robertson. He's a good player, and I also like Artiger. Artiger's a good goalie. I actually love the Dallas Stars. They have a very good team. They're built for Cup 1. They got so many good players. Like Mo Schmidt could be an awesome good depth guy, third line white waiter. He's fantastic. They had a great season, played all year round. They were very good. What Johns is good youngster, good rookie. He's got a playoff experience. They got so many good veterans like Ryan Sutter. They got so many other ones. Like Jamie Benn's a veteran. Sagan's going to be pretty much a veteran. They have so many good players that I can see Dallas winning the series. Minnesota, they could steal a couple games, I think, off Dallas. But I think Dallas wins this series. Dallas has more playoff experience. Dallas knows how to get out of the first round other than Minnesota. Minnesota does know how to get out of the first round like a few times, but not overly. To the point like Dallas could like overcome them. So I think Dallas takes the series. Vegas versus Wild. You know the series could go either way. No. I think this slices from all the looks of that, all the slices of that was like being the cover of the series. It's all favored to dub except for the penalty kill. They're better at the penalty kill. While better, Minnesota's better. No, Winnipeg's better at the penalty kill and the goals against. But I think Vegas will take the series. Just because they have a very good team this year. But Jets just made it to the playoffs. But Vegas can slice cakes. Vegas can win games. They can play good. And I have this feeling that Vegas will take the series. Like, probably 5 games. I think, or a sweep. Is a sweep or 5 games. I think Winnipeg could seal a game at best. Hellbuck could seal a game. But they have Eichel. Come on, Vegas is Eichel. They have great players like Eichel, Mike Sode, Sailor Stevenson, William Carlson. They have also Jonathan Martin show. They have very good defensemen too. Pietrangelo, Martinez, Fedor. And they have goaltender Logan Thompson that can take the playoff away. And Adam Hill is the backup. They both played a good season. So like it could round down to this. I think Vegas will take the series. 4 sweep or 5 game series. So next series, Oilers versus LA. With all the stats and all that, it's close in points. But for me, if I was to pick a team to take the cake between it, I would definitely take the Oilers in this situation. In this situation, I would take the Oilers over the fucking Canes. Because Oilers have a domination. McDavid has best year in his career. 153 points. That is insane for McDavid. Draisaitl, very good. Nugent Hopkins hit 100 points. Zach Hyman had a fantastic season. Over a point per game. Holy fucking shit. This team had a very good year. So I think the Canes pretty much barely have no shot. Because Edmonton McDavid is just going to solidly destroy it and carry the Oilers. McDavid Draisaitl is just going to carry the Oilers to victory. And they're going to make it past the first round. For me, yeah, that's my reasoning. The Canes have to know in that, but like they don't have like a very good pop-up offense or good depth to overcome the Edmonton Oilers. So Colorado, I think Colorado takes this in 6. I think Dallas takes this also. Like, probably I could see a lucky 7. Knights 5. I think 5. I really see 5. And Oilers, I'm gonna give it a 6. There. That's what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna go to the eastern side now. Boston versus the Florida Panthers. I'm pretty sure Boston's gonna take the series. Because if you look at the advantages, they might have beat them in all the categories except for goals player against. Because if you look here, no, they also Florida has better power play. What? No chance. Even though that's the case, I still think Boston's gonna win this series. They're gonna destroy Florida in this series because they have passion. Like they had a fantastic year. Bergeron, Martian. They have guys like Zaka. They have McAvoy. Awesome defenseman. Good year for him. They had Linus Yarmark, fantastic year. Swayman, fantastic year. And Yarmark's gonna play, and he's gonna play like a boss out there. Even though I hate the Boston Bruins, I think Boston's gonna take the series. I'm gonna be honest with you. Because Boston is all what they had this year. They're built for this one. They were built for it. They have a good team. They have a good shot this year. And like they have better offense than Florida. Florida has good players like Barkov, Matthew Tkachuk, but like at the same time, I don't think Florida has this series. I really don't see it. So I give it to Toronto, Boston. This series is going to be a big joke for one side, but I have Tampa Bay taking this series. At least are going to lose round 1 again, in my opinion, because they have a tendency to keep losing round 1s, and they're just the biggest chokers in the whole league. Because every fucking year, they tend to lose round one. And it's so funny because Leafs suck. Rockies, they play good all year. And then when you come to the playoffs, they don't even show up like they do in the season. They don't even lose those series. Oh, my bad. Shoot. Let me do all this again. I had this in 6, I had this in 7, I had this in 5, and I had this in 6. There we go. So we're gonna do that. We're back here, so yeah, they're the biggest chokers. Every year you see them going in, out instantly. Every year they show up in the season. Matthews and Martin just completely go downhill in the playoffs. Every year you see that happening. But Leafs fans are probably gonna comment, if this Leaf fans that watching this, they're probably gonna comment, oh, we're gonna win, we're winning the cup. Oh, not this year. Tampa Bay looks struggling, but season doesn't matter. Playoffs matter. It is the players that need to show up in the playoffs to matter here. I could see Matthews and Martin playing a good playoff here, but like same time, I see Tampa just taking the cake here in 7. Tampa Bay has a great offense and all that. They have good depth. They ended the season on a good note with 5-0 and a shutout. They had to go into the playoffs. That's good momentum. But like I said, I don't see Toronto winning this series. If their offense has to show up, their defense has to show up. The goalie needs to play good. The coach needs to play the game right. Tell the players to play right to actually win this series. That's the only way the Leafs can actually take the series. You look here. It's very close between the matchups here. So yeah, I take Tampa in this series. That's like the surprise that you guys probably might say, but I don't think it's a surprise. Here, Carolina versus Islanders. If you look at the statistics, Carolina just dominates pretty much all categories. They dominate. So I take Carolina in the series because Carolina is a domination team. I think they could go. They could do something this year. They have a very great team, a great built playoff. They have Brett Burns. They have all these good players. Brett Burns, Sebastian Aho, Logic, I can't pronounce it. Snefnikov, I think. So they have guys. They have great players. So they're built forward here. If I feel like they would help them more if they kept, if they found a way to get if they found a way to keep Dougie Hamilton from the year ago, if they had him, they could have built more longer. They have Shane Gosper, good add up to the trade deadline, good add up. They got even Nate's having his best year of his career. He's played fantastic. I actually loved Carolina this year. It was fun to watch them this year. I watched a few of their games. They had good games. It was fun to watch. Entertainment hockey this year for the Carolina Hurricanes. But the Islanders, they have Bo Horvat. They added Bo Horvat. They added some great players. They had some good players. They have some good players on their team. But Carolina has domination around them. Like Seth Jarvis. They have Seth Jarvis and all these good players. But like, I don't see Islanders taking this series. I really don't. Only way they would is if Sorokin steals games. The game that Islanders team plays correctly upsets Carolina somehow. Somehow to screw up, like to pretty much screw up their game. To throw them off their game. They would have to throw off their game somehow. And then, but Carolina has the best offense, so I give it to Carolina. New Jersey and Rangers. This is going to be the closest series that I think the first round is going to be. Closest series ever in the first round this year. I think this could be close. There's reasons why I think this series is gonna be very close. They have the Devils have the goals per game, the points, the penalty kill, but they have the power play. But the Rangers have the power play and the goals against, which they'll get gave advantage. The players, Jack Hughes top stats, so it'd be a 4 out of 6. But like, I think this is gonna be a close series. It's gonna be a 7, I think, in my opinion. I give it to the Devils. Devils, there's reasons why I give Devils these stuff, because the Devils, I think they're prepared this year. The Devils, because the Rangers are good. You know, the Rangers, it's gonna be a close fight. I think the Devils could have a chance of edging this on because they have good players like Timo Meier. They have Jack Hughes, Nico Hischier, Jesper Bratt. They have good defensemen too, like Dougie Hamilton and that. And I think that the New Jersey Devils could take Rangers, but Rangers have a good team, so like Adam Box and all that. It's gonna be a close matchup, but I think the person that's gonna slice the cake a little bit, Suzuki would have to dominate. Suzuki would have to have a top series, would have to seal games, would have to play on his top line. The team would have to play on the top line to actually beat Devils. But the Devils, I think they have a shot to actually do this. And I give the Devils the edge because I think that they could do this. They can go for one here. Well, I say 7. 7 games for the Devils. Carolina, do I give them 6 or 5? I could give them 6, but I want to give them 5 though. No, I say 6. I say 6. There's reasons we got. Tampa Bay obviously 7. And Boston, I'm gonna say sweep. I think Boston sweeps them. This is where we go at the second round. This is where the series is gonna be tough and tough and tough. Colorado versus Dallas now. This is gonna be I will go east because I want to think about the west side. This is harder. So Boston versus Tampa. I think Boston takes this series. Boston takes this series. They have a shot. Boston's gonna take this series. I think no matter what happens in the Atlantic, if Boston wins, they're going to the semifinals. I have this bet. They're gonna go to the finals at least, I think, in my opinion. Because they have an actual shot this year. Come on now. Like they have pretty much the best offense in the league. They have one of the best defensemen in the league. But the goalie could be an issue a little bit, but Yoma had a fantastic year. If Linus can play out of his top line all playoff, they have one of the best goalies in the league, in my opinion. Because Linus Yoma is a very good goalie. Buffalo had to get pretty much game away. They shouldn't have, because I felt like Yoma would have been great for them. But they probably wanted to shade some scenery with this guy. So they put him onto that, and Boston got him. So Linus Yoma, I think he's going to have a good year. Playoff fun. So I think this series, even though this thing won't give us like a fade, I'd fade that. I think Boston to 6. Boston to 6. Overtime. Pasternak whips it with the shot. Pasternak will make it in. Even though there's a couple advantages coming to the side of Tampa, there is a couple of advantages between that. But I still think Pasternak is the better player of the two. Boston is gonna win that series. New Jersey Devils. This is a very good series. This would be a fun-ass series to watch. Because you see, you have a very close-up matchup. You have a close series here. Even though you have more points to Carolina, Devils will take the most goals per game advantages. But no, Carolina Hurricanes take the goals against the game. The power play goes to Devils. That's 2-2, and then you got Carolina, and I'll give it to Jack Hughes. So it'll be it's a free matchup of the side. It'll be a close series. So, but with my right mind, if we look at the Carolina history, there's been 2 wins of each side here. But with my right mind, I know it's gonna be an upset to you guys all. I know you guys are gonna be pissy at me, like saying to me, "Oh, why are you putting this team there? Why are you doing this?" Even though Carolina's built, I still have the Devils taking this series. Just because I think they can win in 7. it's going to be a close series, but I think Devils can take another Game 7 win against it has to be an upset. And I think the Hurricanes will take that series, will take the cake, and actually do it. But for next series, for the Vegas and Oilers, I'm gonna do the Vegas and Oilers first. Vegas and Knights. Vegas and Oilers first before the Colorado Dallas, because I need to come up with a decision there. So I take Oilers. No brainer, because Oilers have a shot at this, and Oilers can do something. Oilers can actually do damage in the playoffs. They showed it last year in the conference. They went to the conference final last year, and I think they can go to the conference finals again for literally another year. I really could see that. I really could see that, because they have an actual shot. So, Oilers, I think it's going to be a 6 or 7 game series. It's because Knights are a good team, but like I think Oilers have that big ass advantage over the team. So yeah, that was the Colorado now. This is where it gets tough because out of the 4 series, because you have Colorado, you have Dallas. They're both good domination power play dominates. They could score power plays very easily. They have the same goals against per game. Dallas destroys them in the goals per game. Just pretty much close to the same points. Penalty kill. But it actually mostly goes to an advantage of Dallas for some odd reason. And for me, I know Abs fans watch my videos. I know a couple Abs fans. They're going to be pissing with me about this, but I see Dallas taking that series. Just because Dallas has a shot. Dallas is really good this year. And Dallas has proved that they could actually beat teams. And I think they could beat the Wild. And I think this is going to be a close series as we thought. I think this is not going to be a close series as we thought. I think it's going to be a 6-game series, because Dallas can literally dominate every sort of form. Every sort of form. Even though I would love an Abs and Oilers rematch, I don't see that happening this year. I see the Dallas Stars actually go to the conference finals, because I think they have a shot. They have a good year. They're going to have a good playoff. But so that's why I have Dallas in 6. Dallas has almost all advantages except for the power play. They kick ass in all of them, except for the power play. They have a bit worse power play than Dallas, but they have way better penalty killing than Colorado. If they can actually dominate penalty kill and get an advantage in the penalty kill to let them barely score power plays, if you look at that Colorado's penalty kill and Dallas power play, they could actually score a lot of goals on their penalty kill, and I think Dallas could do it. There's been an upset. I feel like there's going to be a few upsets this year, and I can really see it. For this, you guys, for that next one, we're going to do Oilers and Dallas because we did the East last for the second round. We're going to move on to this one for the third round. So, I have Oilers versus Dallas. It looks like the no-brainer could be an advantage to one side. If you look here, even though Oilers let in more goals per game, they have better power play, but even though they have better penalty kill, Connor McDavid over that every day. Big day Oilers. I have Oilers taking this series. Oilers generally has a shot this year. Like, you gotta be serious, because like Matthias Ekholm, they have awesome. They have very good depth this year. Their depth showed up hard, and they have good forwards too. They know how to play hockey. McDavid just needs to keep deking, like right to left, and shoot the puck and keep scoring and pass it to Dreisaitl or somebody to lips it home. He's a good. I feel like he's a two-way guy, because he has the upside. He has very good upside. His upside is very good. He can play well. He has, especially with his career, I can see him dominate a playoff one very dominantly. So I have the Oilers taking the Dallas Stars. And this series is going to be, I think it's going to be 5 or 6. I don't see Dallas making it that close to like a 7 against the Oilers. Because Edmonton, I think they have the advantage. Even though I would love Dallas to make it, but I say Edmonton. If for Devils in Boston, even though Boston is a really good team, you can see all that. They have the better goals per game. They have the better goals against per game, better power play, better penalty kill. They have better all. They cost them every line, every single one. They beat them in. So for this, I'm gonna give it to in my opinion, Boston's taking it. It's gonna be a Boston. It's gonna be a Boston and Edmonton Oilers final. Close that series. McDavid throws his pass to that. Gonna be an insane matchup to watch. I think this is gonna be a fun playoff final last year. I think it's gonna be a good one. Edmonton Oilers, Boston, but the Boston Devils series, it's gonna be a 6 or 7 game series. I think Devils could make it close, but Boston takes that cake. Boston takes the series. Boston takes the cake, and that'll be it. So yeah. For the Devils, like I said, for the Devils, you cannot underestimate the Devils this year. Devils have a very good team, and they're built for it. But I don't think they'll make the finals because I can see Boston. I said Boston's going to make the finals. No matter if Boston wins the series, they're making finals. Like I already said it millions of times to people. I said it to some people already. I think Boston has a good year. They had a good year. They're gonna show in the playoffs too. They're gonna keep going their run. Is it the Boston Cup one again? Cup one that they win against another Canadian team, or is it Edmonton that makes the first Canadian team to win the Cup since 1993 when the Canadians won the Cup? For me, this is a close series. I don't know what to do in this situation because the Oilers topped that for but the Boston tops the goals against per game. Power play goes to the Edmonton Oilers. Penalty kill goes to Boston because Edmonton doesn't have a good penalty kill, but McDavid over that. So like it's gonna be a 7-game series in my opinion. But the person who tops the cake out of that will play, I really want McDavid to win this. As I would say, I'm giving it to Boston. I think Boston takes it this year. I would love the Edmonton Oilers to win it. I would love Edmonton to win it. Like I said, because they have a good team and they're good built. But Boston is a very good built team. They're the best team in the league. They have the possibility. Here, I know I'm gonna get clouded by because I'm a Habs fan. I know I'm gonna get clouded, but I'm being honest, guys. This is an honest one. Like. And I'm being 100% honest about this in my opinion. I think I'm going to be honest about it. Because, I'm a Habs fan, I have to be honest here. Because for my predictions. Who knows? There might be another video in like a day or two before the playoffs begin. Before this closes. That I might make another bracket. Who knows? But I did the top total goals. Scored in the playoffs. It's gonna be a high goal. I could really see it being like in the 80s, 60s. Wait a second. If you can see that, like, shoot, screw off. As Dallas. Vegas, Edmonton. I had this. No, I didn't have Edmonton in that. I had Edmonton in this. Boston. Tampa, the Ida Devils. 7, 5, 4, 7. Carolina. No. Yep, no, New Jersey. So no, for this, I can see a total of. We're gonna give an estimate. 40. I can see 42. I'm going to say 42. I think it's going to be a high goal series. Between these two teams, the two teams are going to score. Both teams are going to score a lot of goals. This is what I have. So that's what I have. Just for video. I hope you guys all enjoyed this bracket challenge. If you guys did, make sure to like, subscribe, notifications. I might make a Habs. I might make a video about like the closing of the Habs season pretty soon. So stay tuned for that. I'll be making more videos now. I feel like making more videos. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to like, subscribe, notifications. If you guys agree, comment down below. If you guys don't agree, tell me why you guys don't agree. That tell me give me your guys' thoughts about hey, what do you guys don't agree? What do you guys agree? I would like to hear your thoughts about it. So this is a video. I hope you guys enjoy. If you guys did, make sure to like, subscribe, notifications. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.